The Power Rangers franchise has had multiple teams with countless Pink Rangers over the years. Some went down in history as legends, others not so much. Hello and welcome to the Nerdy Things with Brendan channel. I'm your host Brendan. Today I'm counting down the top 10 Pink Rangers from the entire Power Rangers franchise. Stick around to the end and let me know if your favorite Pink Ranger made the list. I've done the top red, blue, and green Rangers so far, so if you like this video, go check those out as well. And if you want to see the top yellow and black Rangers, subscribe and stay tuned for those videos. Now let's get into the list. At number 10, we have Mia from Power Rangers Samurai and Power Rangers Super Samurai. Mia was very kind and almost the heart of the Samurai team. Power Rangers Samurai isn't the most beloved season of Power Rangers by many fans, but it's actually one of my personal favorites. For years I stopped watching Power Rangers and Samurai brought me back to the franchise. Mia isn't the most amazing Pink Ranger on this list, but she's got a special place in my heart, and for that reason, she's at number 10. At number 9 is Shelby from Power Rangers Dino Charge and Dino Fury. I honestly don't know much about her or these seasons of Power Rangers. I have not seen them, but let me know in the comments if they're worth watching. I did some research to make this list though, and she was highly recommended as one of the best Power Rangers. Behind the scenes, Shelby is also the first African American Pink Ranger. Shelby could have an easy life and just inherit her father's business, but she would prefer to work her way up to the top at the museum she works at. There's merit to wanting to achieve success on your own, but there's nothing wrong with using the resources you're given as well. There's merit in taking over your parents' business and keeping it going. That was once their hopes and dreams, and you're allowed to share in that success. Many lists wanted to put her very high for this, but I think it really goes either way. There's nothing wrong with either option. I just don't see it as a factor of making her better than everybody else. And we're really just talking about Power Rangers and their abilities, their skills and stuff, not what drives them, you know? At number 8 is Sydney Drew from Power Rangers SPD. Many fans didn't like Sydney at first because she grew up in a rich family and only cared about herself, but throughout the series she grew and learned to care about more than just herself. This was mainly thanks to the Red Ranger of the team, Jack Landors, who helped develop most of the team into the Rangers they were meant to be. Sydney has a unique genetic ability to change her molecular structure into whatever she touched, kind of like the Absorbing Man from Marvel Comics. She would often use it to make her fist iron, which feels a lot like Iron Fist also from Marvel, so I think whoever came up with the character must have been a huge Marvel fan. At number 7 is Dana Mitchell from Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Dana is the daughter of Captain Mitchell, the head of Lightspeed Aquabase and the mentor of the Power Rangers. Her brother Ryan is the Titanium Ranger of the team, and the Lightspeed Rangers are a unique team within the Power Rangers franchise because everyone on the team had a highly skilled profession such as a firefighter or a pilot. Dana is a paramedic at the time of Power Rangers Lightspeed, but after the series ended, she appeared in an episode of Power Rangers Time Force, and in this episode we learn that she is now a pediatrician. Many years later, Dana showed up in an episode of Power Rangers Super Mega Force with Carter and Ryan. At number 6 is Cassie from Power Rangers in Space and Power Rangers Turbo. Cassie was actually chosen by Catherine Hillard to take her place as the Pink Turbo Ranger. Cassie then went to space with the rest of the Power Rangers and became the Pink in Space Ranger. After Power Rangers in Space, Cassie appeared in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Many years later, she appeared in an episode of Power Rangers Super Mega Force. Another fun fact I found about her in making this video, Cassie is the first Pink Ranger in the franchise not to have her name start with the letter K. Mighty Morphin had Kimberly, and the Alien Rangers didn't have a Pink Ranger. Zeo had Catherine, Turbo also had Catherine, and then Cassie took over for her, and Cassie starts with the letter C. At number 5 is Corone from Power Rangers in Space and Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Corone is actually the villain Andromeda. She was originally Corone but kidnapped and brainwashed into becoming a villain. Andros, the Red Ranger of the Power Rangers in Space team, tried to reform her, but she was then brainwashed again. In the finale of Power Rangers in Space, Andromeda was purified of the evil within her and reverted back to Corone. After Kendrix, the Pink Ranger of the Lost Galaxy team, died, Corone came in to replace her. Corone was later able to resurrect Kendrix. Corone would show up years later in an episode of Power Rangers Super Mega Force. At number 4 is Catherine from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers Zeo, and Power Rangers Turbo. Catherine first showed up in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and took over as the Pink Ranger in Kimberly's place. She then became the Pink Zeo Ranger, and later the Pink Turbo Ranger in the Power Rangers Turbo movie. Catherine would later return in an episode of Power Rangers Ninja Steel and reveal she's now married to Tommy Oliver. After that appearance, she would also return for the Power Rangers Once and Always special. Catherine is pretty special within the Power Rangers franchise. As I said, she appeared in 3 series as the Pink Ranger of 3 different teams, had 2 later appearances, and she even appeared in the Power Rangers Turbo movie. I think many fans would agree that Tommy Oliver is the king of Power Rangers, making Catherine the queen of the franchise. At number 3 is Kendrix of the Lost Galaxy team. Kendrix is by far my second favorite Pink Power Ranger and one of my all-time favorite Power Rangers. I made a video a few weeks ago showing off some artwork I have on display in my office. I'll put the video in a card here. But Kendrix is one of those Rangers on display. Kendrix really is the heart of the Lost Galaxy team, and she's such a team player and one of my favorite Power Rangers. I recently rewatched Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, and Kendrix is just the best. At the beginning, she's already friends with Kai. When they meet Leo, she's the first to befriend him. Her and Maya also hit it off right away, and her and Damon are good friends as well. Unfortunately, Kendrix was killed off and replaced with Carone. She was actually the first Ranger to ever be killed. Behind the scenes, the actress who played Kendrix, Valerie Vernon, had leukemia and was undergoing chemotherapy treatments when she left the show. Saban, the company producing the show, even paid her while she was gone to help pay for the cost of treatment, which is just really cool. Often businesses are shady and you hear about them screwing people over, so if that's true, it's just really awesome of them. Kendrix returned in the show's finale and was revived. In real life, Valerie also recovered and is still living. I personally kind of connect with Kendrix just because, just like Valerie, my mother also had cancer and made a full recovery, but I really can't watch Kendrix scenes without being reminded of my mom, so I like Kendrix a lot. At number 2 is Jen of Power Rangers Time Force. While most Power Ranger teams are led by the Red Ranger, the Time Force team was actually led by Jen, the Pink Ranger. Jen was engaged to the Red Ranger of the team, Alex, until he died. It was made even more tragic because Jen would not have become a Time Force officer if it wasn't for Alex's support. Jen eventually fell in love with the new Red Ranger, Wesley, who replaced her now dead fiancé. She eventually had to say goodbye to Wesley as well, and they both returned to their respected times. Jen probably has one of the saddest stories within the Power Rangers franchise. Despite this, Jen is still by far the most determined Power Ranger and probably the best leader on this list. Jen is also tough and a skilled Ranger and also a fan favorite Pink Ranger. At number 1 is the iconic Kimberly Ann Hart from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Kimberly is the very first Pink Ranger and many fans' favorite Pink Ranger, myself included. For many young boys, Kimberly was also our first crush. Like many Pink Power Rangers, Kimberly was the heart of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team. Kimberly then showed up in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie as well, and the Power Rangers movie even gave her a costume that ditched the skirt, which I think is the superior look for Kimberly. Years later, Amy Jo Johnson came back as Kimberly for the Power Rangers Turbo movie. Many fans loved the relationship between Tommy and Kimberly, while others supported Tommy and Catherine. Frankly, I always thought Jason and Kimberly were meant for each other, and then Tommy can have Catherine. Power Rangers 2017 movie hinted at a relationship between Jason and Kimberly, which was good enough for me, but let me know in the comments who you ship Kimberly with. Kimberly was always a bit of a girly girl, but still a badass, and I was glad to see the 2017 movie leaned into the badass side more. And side note, who doesn't love Amy Jo Johnson, who played Kimberly? I don't know if you watched her reaction to Jason David Frank's death, but it was absolutely heartbreaking, just devastating. Watching it, I shed tears myself. She's just such a sweetheart, and rest in peace, Jason David Frank. After her appearance in the Turbo movie, Kimberly has only been shown in photos, archive footage, or helmeted, We have never seen Amy Jo Johnson back as Kimberly since the Turbo movie. However, she did cameo in the 2017 Power Rangers movie, but not as Kimberly. That concludes my top 10 pink Power Rangers list. If you liked it, go check out my other Power Rangers videos. I cover the top 10 Power Ranger teams, the top 15 Red Rangers, top 10 Blue Rangers, and the top 10 Green Rangers just last month. If you want to see me cover the other colors or more Power Ranger videos, please like and subscribe and let me know you like this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.